no, now I cut it into fourths. Watch this. Awesome. That is off center. It is off center. That should have been on center. You know, I was going directly on the thing, but it's off center, and now it sucks. And your pizza sucks, and I hope you have a horrible rest of your life. I made this terrible pizza for you. But he really likes it, actually. He hates symmetry. Smash logo. Dude, it's like Super Smash Brothers. Boom. I don't even need to have it. Like, I don't even need to, like, oh, I do need to have it there. Make pizza. Boom. He wants pepperoni on pizza. I've done pepperoni on pizza.
Hello guys and gals, me Mutahar. If it's something that I know is influencers have never had enough money, okay? Influencers always need the extra bit of cash. 2020 and 2021 has been the year where large-scale influencers have done crappy promotions and brand dealings, especially involving cryptocurrencies, just to eke out a little bit of extra money from the fans. You know, the same people that put them where they're at right now, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that when it comes to money, all right, a lot of the highest-end influencers, people on the upper echelon, are swimming in the multi-millions. That shouldn't be a surprise to you. So it's extra weird to me that an influencer will jump in, promote a crappy coin at the cost of their fans' financials, especially during a time where people need every bit of money that they have to pay for rent, pay for food, especially when we're still currently in the middle of an actual pandemic. This is where I, one of the staunchest supporters of cryptocurrency in the last 6 and 12 months, have absolutely all but cut myself away from the technology. I can't support something that has so many scamming dipshits currently operating within it. Now, in the last several months, you've probably seen me cover a lot of important things, but to understand, this is not something that's over, okay? Just in the last week, if you go to Lindsay Lohan's Twitter account, which Lindsay Lohan is a pretty popular, like, actress as far as I know. Lindsay Lohan's entire 8.2 million followers, I don't know how many of which of these people are actually still even alive at this point. I'm sure that these people have entered cryogenic stasis because that's not a whole lot of interaction. But Lindsay Lohan will sit down and basically shill NFTs and shill coins. One of the coins that she's shilling, or sorry, the tokens in this case, is Crypto Island. They will buy an island to co-own it. It's just the beginning and will be huge. Best moment to join. Look at that chart. Hashtag ad, hashtag not financial advice. I hate that term, not financial advice. God, in every capacity, do I want to just like, I want to actually rip my eyeballs out and throw them at the goddamn monitor. Now, of course, Lindsay Lohan is not giving you financial advice, but if you go check out Crypto Island, they're buying an island and they're decentralizing it for the community. Now, of course, I could go sit and talk about this, but usually when one of these crappy like token websites immediately tells you they're promoted by insert large follower account here, I'm not exactly jumping on board, okay? I'm not sitting there to read the fucking tokenomics for this bullshit. In fact, I want to see what the actual value for the token is right now. Damn, Lindsay, what she won't show you is the actual value for this token dropping like flies. I love how Lindsay shows when it rises up here, but she conveniently forgets to show you how it drops like crazy and the massive volume gets sold off. Oh, it kind of recovers. Nope, it's dead, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Lindsay, I'm glad that wasn't financial advice, because if it was, holy shit, would it be the worst fucking advice I'd have ever heard. She didn't even show the peak for the graph. It's that insane, ladies and gentlemen. Lindsay didn't even show the peak for the graph, all right? So I guess she's a little bit more honest than the rest of the dipshits. I don't know. This is bad. Do not put your money in Crypto Island. Now, you might have also remembered that I talked about Tech Lead's massive million token, which I was really nice in that video, but in reality, ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the million token right now, nobody's going to the moon, okay? Because its peak of $223 right here has never truly recovered. If you put your money at its peak, that money is effectively gone. Now, there might be a small chance that crypto shots to $1 million a token, but the chance of that happening is very, very minimal, okay? You might have to dig through several multiverses to get to that point. Now, you've probably remembered Wrap Doge, which is a brilliant wrapping cryptocurrency, which also has suffered a massive... It's not Wrap Doge, kids. It's Wrap Dead at this point, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, anytime you see influencers promote a coin, they're getting paid a fat bag, usually. And usually, and after the coin dies, look at their Twitter accounts and see how quickly a lot of these tweets end up being deleted. Now, ladies and gentlemen, 3 months ago, if you remember, me, Coffee, and Barely Sociable worked together to talk about the Save the Kids charity token, a charity token promoted by a lot of popular influencers that absolutely went belly up. So basically, the fans put their money into these tokens, and these token runners run away with it. To understand, this money doesn't appear out of thin air. If like $10 million gets pumped in, it's not the government printing money out of nowhere. It's fans who get this shit advertised, and they put in $10 at a time, $100 at a time, $1,000 at a time. Because for a lot of people, either they're incredibly uneducated with cryptocurrency, which, yeah, that's going to happen. It's a new and emerging piece of technology. Or in a likely case, a lot of people are just desperate to make a few more bucks to survive in their life, okay? For them, if they only have $100 and there's some famous influencer, a multi-million-dollar influencer telling you you can turn your $100 into $500, you might follow their advice, even if they say hashtag not financial advice. Desperation is something that's heavily preyed upon in society, and it's disgusting, and it's incredibly fucking immoral. I don't really care if you're an influencer pushing shitty merch or products onto their fans, because at least they get something tangible and know what they're putting in. Selling them hopes and dreams and a potential path to being super wealthy in a short amount of time and a short investment is absolutely scumbaggish, because the chance of it happening is so minimal. The influencer knows it, but the fan has stars all in their eyes, and it's just a terrible cycle that keeps getting repeated. So anyways, 2 months ago, I covered a video where I talked about why I don't trust gambling streams, where I looked at Roobet and I looked at Stake, various offshore cryptocurrency gambling hubs. So when you hear the words offshore, gambling, and cryptocurrency all in the same sentence, a normal mind will tell you to run away. Now, I don't have anything usually against gambling. It's a bad vice in my opinion, but if you're an adult, go for it. However, if you put your money into offshore oblivion and expect it to come back to you, or expect any guarantee of it coming back to you, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the fattest bridges to sell you. So me and CoffeeZilla have been working for the last 2 months like literal dogs, where me and Coffee have sat down for 2 months, literally working like animals to uncover what we believe is a pretty fucked up link in the entire world of influencer promotion and shady gambling. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 6-part series, the first part of which you can watch right now on Coffee's channel, which is an absolute banger if you must ask me. The next part of that is released on my channel literally tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon you will see part 2. So basically we're banging these videos against each other. So he's doing part 1, I'm doing 2, he's doing 3, I'm doing 4, he's doing 5, I'm finishing it off with 6. He starts it, I finish it. It's a wild threesome. And a good old gambling site is involved right into the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, who's gonna get diddled? We'll find out in the next coming weeks. And the basic release strategy is, as I release part 2 tomorrow, next week is when I hope to release part 4, and Coffee hopes to release part 3. Initially, these were supposed to go back to back to back to back to back, but ladies and gentlemen, if you look at the dark circles around my eyes, I haven't been sleeping much, because literally we've been investigating. Coffee will tell you, we have spent like 6 hours, 7 hours at a time sitting down and looking through blockchain records. But what we have found is really insane, all right? And ladies and gentlemen, it only gets wilder. In the last 48 hours alone, while we've been investigating, we have talked to plenty of heads, and we have gotten brand new stories and brand new evidence pouring in by the truckload. So it's going to take a bit of time to decipher it and understand it, but ladies and gentlemen, the influencer world never sleeps, okay? As we're doing this, you got Logan Paul and releasing some Crypto Zoo project. You've got various other influencers with their own token projects. It's too much, too soon, and frankly, I'm spreading myself very thin, but it's something that I'm interested in, because at the end of the day, people need to call this nonsense out. In some cases, when an influencer is putting their fans at financial risk to make a fat bag, that isn't drama, my friends. That is scummy. That may be borderline illegal, and we in the greater YouTube community need to consistently call it out, because at the end of the day, in the times that we live in, finances are some of the most important things in the world. And for people like influencers, very rich influencers, who have multiple millions of it sitting around in a bank account, it is incomparable to the average person out there. It is wild to me that there are fans out there willing to get absolutely abused financially just because the influencer guided them to it. And listen, I know in the comments there's going to be somebody that says, but Muda,
It's their fault. They should have done the research.
I agree with you. I wholly believe that there's an idea of financial Darwinism. Like, at some point, somebody's going to have to realize that, hey, if you're stupid enough to fall for this shit, maybe you should lose your money. But like I said earlier in this video, there is an aura of desperation that I hope somebody here can humble themselves to understand. Because at the end of the day, the people that usually fall for these terrible scams on the internet are the kinds of people that are already desperate. They need the extra bit of bucks to live off the next couple months. So for them, if they have to take away a little bit of their critical thinking for the chance to make a lot of money, especially when they watch the influencer of their dreams constantly day after day, it's tough. In the last 12 hours, just to give you an example of how fast this whole story is moving, Coffee uploaded his first part to the entire series like a couple hours ago, and it's literally less than 12 hours. Actually, I'm uploading the next part at like 2 p.m. Eastern tomorrow. Steve Will Do It has deleted every VOD off the gambling page. Bro, everything's gone. I literally have it all saved on a computer. I'm literally discussing this in the video tomorrow. Removing things doesn't make anything look better. This is wild. Why have the VODs been missing? Ladies and gentlemen, hopefully, if my theory is correct, we may understand the reasoning why tomorrow. That said, look out for the video. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Mutahar, and I really just wanted to promote these massive videos. So if you haven't checked out Coffee's stuff, go check it out. But this month is Roulette Awareness Month, so watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Part 2 is coming tomorrow in the House of Cards series. And of course, we're going to stagger these as one big video per week and hopefully end it at Part 6. Of course, that is provided another big bombshell doesn't keep getting dropped on us, which at that point, who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm real proud of the work we've done, and I hope you guys check it out. This is me, Mutahar, and I am out.
We are going on a family vacation. Everybody is so excited for this. If you don't know about Verbo, it's basically whole private vacation homes for your entire family.